Well, hello, everybody, and welcome to Starry Tarot. My name is Sophie, and if you are returning, thank you so much for coming back. Good to see you again. Hi back. And if you are new to the channel, welcome. And if you are returning, you will notice that this is a new setup. Albeit temporary. I'm getting a bigger boat, getting a bigger table for this, because I just have like pretty much nowhere to put like my crystals. Sorry, 1 second here. Yes, it is a new setup, and I just checked the audio, and I remembered that for some reason the audio is like really difficult on my laptop, so I kind of have to be loud when I talk. But we're all good. We're all gravy. How are you doing, Phyllis? Good to see you. And today we are using the adorable Blythe Tarot deck. And I got my nails done today. Yay, yay, yay. A new switch up. I'm going short. And it's so liberating. It really is. Having shorter nails. Oh my goodness. It feels great. Feels great. Um, yeah, I have still totally not set up my place. I've done a decent job, but this is what we're working. Well, I mean, the screen's really small, but I still need to hang up my photographs, my posters, my wall art, as well as some tapestries and things like that. Um, and it's a really hot day today, which is really nice. It's not the huge, but yeah. So I am a tarot reader. I can answer any questions that you may have, with the exception of medical and or legal questions. Those I cannot answer. I think I have a free reading my way because of my birthday. Oh, right. When is your birthday again, Phyllis? Hi, Maurice. I sure am doing donation readings. Yeah, and if you made a donation, you would be next. You would be the first to donate. Yeah, the donation queue is currently open. I am also a psychic medium. I can communicate with those. It's September 15th. Okay, yeah, you do have a free reading. Happy birthday, Miss Phyllis. Let me just grab something here. I still don't know where I put everything. Don't know where my bell is. Now what? The better question is, what would I have done with my bell? Now that's something that is missing. Thank you so much for your donation, Maurice. I would ring the bell if I could, but I have not unpacked it yet. So let's go ahead and get this cue going. Oh my goodness, and typing is so much easier now that I have short nails. I forgot how easy it is. I do have a hard stop at 6:30 tonight, so please keep that in mind. I will not be on for a full 2 hours this evening. Yeah, I'm at my volume. I'm literally yelling right now, Maurice. I don't really know what to. I need to find some kind of external microphone of some type. Because yeah, I am yelling right now, and I'm trying. I don't want to yell, but I'm doing my best. If you could just turn things up on your end, I'd really appreciate that until I can find a microphone that I can easily plug into my laptop. Yeah, I still have another USB outlet. I could definitely get one of those. Um, all right, Mr. Maurice Evans Jones, thank you so much for your donation, my friend. Um, did you want were you looking for an in-depth reading? What do the cards see coming towards me in my current job and finances in general? I spoke with HR last week and we came to an agreement to take a test. Okay, let's see. And sorry, just give me 1 second here. 1 sec. All right, and we are back. So Maurice, um, so you spoke with your HR and they agreed that they want you to take a test and in March and then an interview in April, and she will set up an interview. Okay, sounds good. Sounds great. Um and so okay, so you just want to know what's coming towards you in your job and your finances in general. This will be the third time it is set up that when I do the interview, everything starts over. So I have to take tests, then interview. I was gonna say this sounds like it's happened before, if I'm not mistaken. Um, yeah, it sounds like they're kind of just I don't know. I just don't know how sincere they're being with you. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Masters and Spirit guides, what is coming towards Maurice and his finances in general? Hi, Marissa. Yes, I will likely be actually no, Marissa, I will not be on tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be on tomorrow, but I should be on Thursday. The Sun reversed, Ace of Wands, the World, Judgment, Four of Swords, Five of Cups reversed, Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles reversed, Six of Wands reversed, the Empress reversed, the Emperor reversed, Temperance reversed, Ace of Cups, and Two of Pentacles. Interesting, interesting. So we have three of the aces here, Maurice. We have three aces here. We have this Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, and Ace of Cups. I think those are all, especially this Ace of Pentacles, I think these are all very promising energies when we're talking about your job and your finances in general. I know that they have kind of put you, I don't want to say put you through this before, but they've suggested this in the past. And then you just end up right back where you started. And I see new beginnings, but I also see certain things just being the way that they are and not changing. And does it make them right? It's not right. But there are definitely, like, they're not going to fire you, which I know I don't think you're afraid of. And I'm certainly not afraid of them letting you go, because they don't want to let you go. What they want to do is the problem here is I don't see them wanting to promote you. I see them keeping you continually in the same position. We have the Sun. Let's start with the Sun reversed here. The Sun upright is the truth, is clarity. But we have this reverse. There's something that they're communicating with you, or there's something that they're communicating to you that is not the truth. It's not the truth. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're making, I don't want to say certain promises, with this Five of Cups reversed, certain promises that they can't keep, but it certainly sounds like they're definitely offering things that they have offered in the past. You've worked for them in the past, and then you don't see the results. They withhold the results from you because they can, and because you're afraid to rock the boat too much, because in fear of possibly losing your job. And I see we have both the Empress reversed and the Emperor reversed here, right next to one another. And that's usually a signifier of corruption in the workplace. I don't know how many superiors you have, But Spirit is saying that there's a female superior who is not being completely forthright with you, and there's also a male supervisor, superior, boss of some type who is also not being completely forthright with you. Um, However, Spirit is also saying with this Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, aces are beginnings. Spirit is saying that there is a new beginning on the horizon with you in your career and your finances in general. Um, I know that they've made it, we've talked about this in the past, I know that they've made it extremely difficult for you and for, it sounds like, essentially any USPS postal worker to get out of that job and to find some, and to, you know, work elsewhere, do shipping elsewhere. I think you told me that you need to have like a 6-month gap or something like that. It all seems very, very, very shady and not legit. But with this Ace of Wands and Ace of Pentacles, Spirit is saying that there is going to be an improvement in your finances. There is going to be a new beginning. New beginnings, new horizons, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. But with this corruption that I'm seeing, and have, quite frankly, I've always, you know, having you as a client, Maurice, has been very interesting because I've never known anyone who worked for USPS. Hey, Wendy girl, good to see you. Thank you so much for your donation. I still haven't unpacked my bells, but as soon as I do, I will ring it for you. Oh no, sorry, 1 second, hun. Okay. There is a new contract negotiation next for a better contract agreement, hopefully better pay for my current position. Yeah, I mean, hopefully, I do hope, Maurice. It just seems like I don't know exactly how long you've been working for for USPS, but it seems like nothing is really changing. They just don't seem to there doesn't seem to be a lot of room for growth. It seems like they falsely present there to be a lot of room for growth within your job. But the truth of the matter is it's very much, although we don't have the Five of Swords here, we have the Four of Swords. It's very much a Five of Swords kind of energy, where you are told precisely what you need to do in order to get something done, in order to achieve something, and you do everything that you need to do, and somehow it always ends up falling falling through. Um, and I do see, like I said, I certainly don't see them getting rid of you or wanting to get rid of you at all, Maurice. I don't see that at all. They definitely want to continue this ring around the rosy. They want to continue. I feel like there's something cyclical here, Maurice. Um, just, from reading for you for so many years and knowing your experiences with your work, it and we have 21, yeah, 20 and 21. It just sounds like there's something cyclical that, and I don't think that they do it to you alone, Maurice. I think that you are one of many who um, essentially suffers here, and is misled in a lot of ways. We have this Eight of Pentacles right here in the center. This again, I'll repeat it. I don't see them wanting to get rid of you, to lay you off. I see them wanting to give you more work. Actually, I see them wanting to keep you, wanting to give you more work, but more of the same. More of the same with this world card here. If I saw this reversed, I'd be like, okay, I feel like there's a change coming, but there's a lot of stagnation. We've got this here with this Temperance reversed card, Knight of Pentacles reversed card. Knight of Pentacles very much reminds me of you. You know, you're a postal worker. Knight of Pentacles, you know, kind of like the Pony Express or whatever. But we have it reversed, and it's like they just want to keep you. Excuse me. It seems as though they just want to keep you in that position. Excuse me. So, do you think it's a waste of time to apply for higher position? I mean, I hate to say it, Maurice. I never want to tell someone that it's a waste of time to try and advance themselves. But tell me this, Maurice. How many times have you applied for a higher position and worked for a higher position at USPS and then been denied it? You know, I'm the type to say, like, you know, try again, never say never, nothing's impossible. You know me. Like I'm a positive, you know, I'm a realistic optimist. Um Hi Natural Beauty. You did. Thank you so much for your donation, love. Let me go ahead and add you here. Oops. You've never applied for a higher position and gotten it. But and how many times have you applied for higher positions? Like at this, like, because here's the thing is I know that you're capable and I know that you're competent, Maurice. I know you are. And I feel like they just want to keep you in the position that you're in. Do I think this would be a waste of time? Quite possibly, because something's being concealed from you. But at the same time, the alternative is to remain where you know exactly where you are with this Knight of Pentacles reverse. Um, and I think part of it is there's some kind of like yeah, it's like they really with this Judgment card, they really want you. They really like you as a mail carrier, mail deliverer, and 2 times I've applied. Okay, okay. And there were no results. Okay, so it's only been 2 times. Oops, sorry about that. Um, sorry about that. Yeah. So 2 times I you applied and you haven't seen anything. I mean, I really think the best course of action would be to do a 360 here, and you know the USPS hasn't really been doing you any favors or really helped. I'm not saying that they don't value you because they certainly do. This Ace of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, but they really like what you do specifically. They like the position that you're in, and they don't want to move you. They see you doing a great job in that position, and it's completely self-serving because you know you're good at what you do, but there's other things that you would be fantastic at doing as well. Um, we have this Four of Swords, Six of Wands reversed. Yeah, Six of Wands reversed, and Two of Pentacles. Spirit is saying, think really long and hard about this. Um, and I know you have, and I'm sure you will. But this is definitely something to meditate on, because I think I think it was your words where you said that you're convinced this is a setup at this point. Um, And when you said that, it kind of just rang a bell in my mind. Like, I know you've only applied twice and been denied, and try again. Third time's a charm. Maybe, try it one more time, but if, three times and you're still denied, I don't know. That seems a little. I think maybe this should be the last try. This should be the last try. I do see the Six of Wands reversed, which is a lack of victory, defeat, doing everything that you were told and directed to do, and still not seeing the results. Um, yeah, with this Two of Pentacles, it's like there's some kind of shift um, that Spirit wants to see here. That they feel would ultimately benefit you. Um, I know it's scary, leaving our comfort zones, leaving what we're comfortable with, leaving what we know, leaving what's familiar. And I know that it's very difficult. They've made it very, very difficult, extremely difficult for anybody to leave the USPS. But um, it seems like they want to keep you there, but specifically within that position. And if that's not a position that you're wanting anymore, my advice would be definitely to meditate on this, Maurice. Um, if anything, this third time should be a charm. Um, but I'm just not seeing it too much in the cards, and I'm getting just more dishonesty from them in the energies and the cards. Um, but if I were you, I would say this. If you're gonna apply, have this be the last time. If you don't, if they don't promote you, you know, um, yeah, because I don't know, there just seems to be something a little odd here. Um, Seems like they really want you as a mail carrier, and if that's not what you want, um, they shouldn't be pigeonholing you into that one position. You know. Well, thank you so much, Maurice. I really appreciate you. I hope I brought you clarity there. I hope it wasn't too quiet. I'm trying to project my voice. Um, and yeah, you hang on in there, and you're good at what you do, and that's what's important at the end of the day. And that Ace of Pentacles was there as well, like definitely transitions and good new beginnings in your finances for sure. And we'll give it one more try. If I don't get it, I know they don't want. Yeah, it's not that they don't want you, it's that they want you to stay in the position that they want, that you're already in, and that's just not fair. You've made it very clear that you're capable of doing other things. And yeah. You're very welcome, Maurice. You are very welcome, my friend. Thank you. Phyllis, happy birthday to you. Thank you so much, Phyllis, for being here. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Sorry, I didn't realize I still had this muted. Congratulations on the new job, Phyllis. That's wonderful. When have you started already, or when do you start? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. How will Phyllis's new job at Walmart? What will the environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Is this a pharmacy tech job? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the work environment be at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the work environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the work environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the work environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the work environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. What will the work environment be like at Phyllis's new job at Walmart? A different position, pharmacy was staffed. Something about background check. Or after background check. Okay, so you still have to do background check. Okay. Let's see, Phyllis. We have 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords reversed, the Moon, and 5 of Swords. 3 of Cups reversed. Okay, that's no good. That's no bueno. I normally have my handy dandy little black book with me. But I know I can probably say verbatim what the 3 of Cups reversed is when we are talking about career jobs. You specifically asked about the work environment, what that would be like. 3 of Cups reversed is not a good one. It's a very potentially toxic environment. We also have both of the 5s here. We have the 5 of Cups and the 5 of Swords. Somebody once asked me what my least favorite card in the deck was, and I told them I didn't have one, I had 4, and that it was all of the 5s. The 5s are very, very difficult, especially, I'm a Kabbalic reader. Numerical things are very, very important in how I read. And yeah, the 5s are the path of challenges. 5 of Cups being feelings of regret, feelings of guilt, feelings of loss. Give me one little moment here, really quickly. Here it is. Okay. Ace of Swords reverse is often indicative, because swords are the realm of the mind. Swords are also communication. When we have it reversed and it being a beginning to being an ace, the Ace of Swords, this is a new start, this is a new beginning. Ace of Swords reversed in career, failure to communicate, clashing perspectives, painful words. So I don't know. It sounds like you may want to keep your distance from people. Be polite. Be your nice, polite self. But I would definitely keep my distance, at least at first, with people, with coworkers. With this Moon card, Yeah, it's like that. A lot of I feel like a lot of your coworkers are the type to, like, you're gonna hear a lot of gossip, but trust and believe, like, they're the type to go ahead and gossip, like, right behind your back. They're in the dark. They're and this doesn't. I'm not. This doesn't go for every single coworker of yours. But Spirit is saying that largely the energies of a lot of your direct coworkers are very gossipy. Three of Cups reversed. In fact, let's see what it even says here. But I think I know verbatim what it says. Oh God, actually, it says destructive work environment. Three of Cups reversed. Three of Cups being socialization. Um, so when it comes to, I always have my guard up, so I thought about waiting about another position. Yeah, you might want to do that because with this Five of Cups, remember I said, feelings of guilt, of regret, of loss. The word regret's coming more to my mind than anything. And it's not working there in general, but yeah, like perhaps another position would be a lot better for you, love. Because we also have this Five of Swords here. Five of Swords indicating, like I was saying to Maurice earlier, it's like you do everything that you've been told. You do everything, you like to protocol, um, to procedure. Yet there would still be disappointments, and I feel like those disappointments would largely be coming from not from your superiors, but from your coworkers. Um, so that is what I'm seeing there, Miss Phyllis. I'm certainly, not telling you to not take the job by any means. I still congratulate you on getting the job, and I still think you should go forward with it. But with that Five of Cups and with what you said just there, um, how you were already thinking about waiting about another position, it sounds like that might be in your best interest at this time. Um, because it's interesting because you specifically did ask about the environment with the coworkers, and Spirit is saying that would be the problematic issue. Excuse me, that would be the problematic issue. Um, excuse me, within this workplace, or at least this department. You know. Um, so yeah, I think your um, your instinct uh, to wait on another position is definitely a smart one, love. And happy belated birthday, Miss Phyllis. Happy belated birthday to you, my little Virgo. I hope you are doing wonderfully. And again, congrats on the job. I need to do something about this. There we go. All right. Oh my God, Sophie, I have news. They fired Ian last week. They have been keeping tabs on him and all of us. I heard they said he was chatting more than working with me and a few other people. Oh my gosh. Girl, that's some tea. That is some tea. My question is, does management and HR know about me and Samuel? The manager that reported Ian had also been keeping tabs on me. Oy vey, okay. Let's see. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides. Does Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about Samuel, her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Ancient Masters and Spirit Guides, do Wendy's management and HR know about her and Samuel? Knight of Wands reversed, the Lovers, Page of Pentacles, Ten of Wands reversed, and Three of Wands. Yeah, I think they do, Wendy. I think they do, but here's something else that I also thought of too. Things didn't go, things didn't really go far with you and Samuel. There was definitely something there for sure, and the two of you, worked alongside one another. Um, they did make observations, but it ultimately didn't. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it ultimately didn't threaten the project that you worked on, right? What the heck just happened? Like it didn't compromise the project that the two of you were working on, right? And I think they also are aware that I'm scared that they were snooping on our messages. Ah, okay. That'd be really messed up if they were. With this Three of Wands, that tells me that they have been watching. Three of Wands is a watcher for sure, is a surveyor. You're not in trouble. You're not going to get in trouble with this Page of Pentacles right here in the center. Yeah, I was just going to say, because you worked really, really hard. Yeah, you got your flirt on. Okay, it happens. And you know what? They've seen it before. They've seen this kind of stuff before. It's not shocking. They saw what it was. It was a brief flirtation, attraction between two people. But despite anything, you guys did work really, really hard and were, you were on the ball. You were not on his ball. You were on the ball, and that's all that matters. You didn't let go of your responsibilities with this Ten of Wands reverse. You still held on tight. And I will say though that they would have been, even though you guys worked really, really hard, they would, if you guys had like dated with this Knight of Wands reversed, I feel like they would have been more upset, because that's kind of, I think that's something that needs to be disclosed if it does happen within the workplace. I could be wrong. I know that every workplace has different rules, but the answer is yes. They have seen. I think they've seen some of the messages. They are aware. Okay, I got really nervous about this. Oh no, don't worry, honey. Don't worry. No, they're not pissed. They're not pissed. They like I said, they saw how hard you worked. They saw how hard the two of you worked, and you didn't keep your eye off the prize, despite despite this attraction that the two of you had. Yeah, no, I mean, in all honesty, it would be kind of legit to get fired in your case, because you'd like a fresh new start. But no, they don't want to see you go anywhere. Yeah, they've seen this stuff before. and they've seen a lot worse, and yeah. You're all good. You're fine and dandy. No need to be nervous, girl. No need. Well, thank you so much, Wendy. I really appreciate you, love. I hope I brought you clarity there. And I hope I wasn't too quiet because I know that my as I'm working, I moved, so I'm working from my laptop now. May work from my iPad from time to time. Um, we'll be getting a larger table, um, but we'll hopefully also be getting another microphone. Thank you. They were out to get Ian for sure, but I got caught in the crossfire. Wait, yeah, no, you'll be legit. You'll be fine, love. You'll be fine. Um, like I was telling Maurice, no, they don't want to see you go anywhere. They don't want to see you going anywhere. Thank you, love. Natural beauty. Thank you for your donation, love. Okay, cool. Um, yeah, yeah, Miss Harley. Thank you, Harley, for your donation, hun. Um, Harley, so did you want an in-depth reading, or did you have multiple questions that you wanted answered today? And if you are watching this live stream, please be a buddy and remember to click the like button. It really helps your girl out. Um, yeah. What is this? Oh, yes, may I have an in-depth reading? You absolutely may have an in-depth reading. Of course. Please go ahead and post your question right there in the chat. Thank you. Yeah, absolutely. Please do. Just sipping my lemonade here. I pull cards myself and ask Spirit what is prohibiting me from finding a romantic partner, and I got the Ten of Pentacles card. Whoa! Funny, interesting story to tell you, real quick. I pull a card for myself every night. I've been doing that, gosh, for years now. Probably like 5, 6, 7 years. And I keep like a spreadsheet of every single card I pull for myself every single day. And I have only pulled the Ten of Pentacles upright once, girl, in 5 years. I've only pulled it. I pulled it reversed a lot. I pulled it reversed like a few weeks ago. Um, wow, Ten of Pentacles. That's my second favorite card in the deck. That's a strong card. And oh, and the one time I pulled it, I had been asked to ordain a wedding that day. So very Ten of Pentacles. Not for me, but for them, which I was very happy to do. And when I did some clarifying with my blind spot card, they are from Teal Swan, and I love those cards. They call you out. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan of Teal Swan, but I don't dislike her. I don't dislike anybody. But. And we just received a donation from Brian. Thank you so much, Brian, for your donation. Let's go ahead and add you here. Oh, it's so much easier to type with short nails. My goodness. So the blind spot card about my motives came out, and then I clarified with spirit again, and I got the glow up card. Okay. Yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. I like no tea, no shade to anyone who likes her or to her herself. Um, but I didn't. I never thought, but um, I never gave much thought to it. But yeah, no, that's cool that she has cards. How you doing, Brian? Good to see you. I've moved. I have moved. So basically what I got is spirit is saying that I want someone who will help me glow up. Basically, I want someone who will help me rise up, be successful, etc. Gotcha. Gotcha. I hear you, girl. Hear you loud and clear there. I'm not a gold digger, but it's true. I don't entertain anyone who I don't think is on my level or slightly greater. That doesn't make you a gold digger hardly at all. That you know, first, I mean, but yeah, no, that doesn't make you a gold digger at all. Um, I am I'm kind of similar. Yeah, no, it's very important to me. I have a car, apartment, no kids, a full-time job, and would like someone with those things, but ideally a house. If you see what I'm saying, absolutely, absolutely, so that you guys can build together. You guys can be a team and join together in your success and wealth. Basically, someone who is in a bit better position than me. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And I think a lot of women and a lot of men too want women want provide not and not necessarily a provider, but someone to help. Someone to assist. Um, and I think men do. A lot of men want to be in that role, that position. Not all, but a lot of men I've spoken to, that's very important to them. A lot of men I've been with, yeah, it's um, either something they were raised with or something cultural or whatever the case may be. Nothing wrong with it at all. Nothing wrong with it at all. So, how do you want to ask your question, love? Okay. If you want my opinion, I can tell you right now, don't ever lessen your standards. But let's see that's just me, and I'm not your spirit guides. Let's see what they have to say. But that's my advice I give to everybody. Don't ever lower your standards. Um, Standards are important. Um, and you are a Leo or an Aquarius? angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly change. What I got from my reading is it will make finding a partner more challenging, and I would like to get married in the near future, so ideally would like to make the needed adjustments if necessary. Gotcha, okay. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen her standards, romantic standards, or adjust them. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. Angels, messengers, and spirit guides should hardly lessen or adjust her romantic standards. We got some parlay in the chat. You're an Aquarius, okay. Yes, you do deserve an equal, absolutely. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right, let's see, Harley. We have Page of Wands, Five of Wands reversed, the Sun reversed, the Hanged Man, Four of Swords, Queen of Pentacles reversed, the Chariot reversed, the High Priestess, Ace of Pentacles, Strength reversed, Seven of Cups, Queen of Cups reversed, King of Swords, the Magician, that's my man, that's my dream boy, the Magician, and the Nine of Cups reversed. Should Harley lessen or adjust her romantic desires? Not desires, but standards. Spirit is large. Is saying no. The only part that is taking me a bit of a loop here is this Hangman, Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician. But this isn't. But let's start here, because the Hangman isn't about lessening our standards. The Hangman is about new perspectives on things, and you've gleaned a new perspective on with these cards. You've garnered more perspective as to specifically the type of man you are looking for, and the purpose that you ultimately want him to serve in your life, and yeah, you want somebody to start. You want a fresh start with someone that's not a castle that was built on sand. You want something with a strong, solid foundation, someone who is on your level, girl. You want the man who has it all, and you deserve the man who has it all. Like whenever like when I think of my man, my dream man, I rarely think of the emperor. I rarely think of the king of wands. I want the magician. I want him to have it all. I want him to have, the emotional availability. I want him to be smart. I want him to be successful and driven. And I want him to be physically active with the wands, in good shape, healthy, attractive. It's important. Um, and values aligning. Um, that's also something that I see is very important to you. Um, that you are likely not willing to compromise in terms of your standards, and you shouldn't be, because you wouldn't be living your truth. With the sun reversed here, you know your truth. The High Priestess and the King of Swords, the Aquarius cards, you know your truth. You know your values. You know what is valuable to you. Not just in yourself, but we're talking about your potential partner. You have a very strong idea as to what a valuable, good man counterpart to you would be. And he would definitely have the same mindset as you in a lot of ways, especially when we're talking about the way that we live our lives. Um, and by we, I mean you and him. You know, being on the same page there. Someone who is who has the same values as you. And Spirit is saying, yeah, with this Page of Wands, like, go get it, Tiger. Go get him, girl. Like, you want what you want, and what you want is not wrong. You know what I mean? Like, what your desires and what you find valuable in a man are totally within your reach, within your grasp. And you work very, very hard, and you would like to share some of that burden as well with a partner, with this Queen of Pentacles reversed. And I don't know if you want a family, but that's also, if you don't want kids, you got to find someone who doesn't want them as well, or vice versa. If you do, you got to find someone who's on board with that. But Spirit is saying your wish is their command. Don't stop dreaming. Don't stop believing with this Seven of Cups. He's out there, your dream guy. And if you were to lessen your standards, you would feel very defeated. You would feel very stuck with the Chariot reversed. And you wouldn't end up finding that love that you are going to find, and who I know is out there for you. Yeah, Spirit is saying, like, I suppose it would be easier and faster to find a man if you were to lessen your standards. But that's something that you really, really need to think about here, love, with this Four of Swords. Spirit is saying that you wouldn't be satisfied. You wouldn't feel as strong and confident as you do now if you were to be with somebody who was not on the same level as you. You would not be satisfied. You would be very dissatisfied and disappointed. This Nine of Cups reversed. So Spirit is saying, you know what you value. You know what you think is important and valuable in a man. Now it's time to go out and get him. And there's no rush on it either. No need to put a rush on anything. But I tell everybody this: the clearer of an idea you have for the type of person who you'd want to be with, And conversely, the type of person who you would want to be for that person, the easier it is to ultimately find that person. You have a very, very good idea, a very good vision of the type of man who you are, who you would be best suited with. And no, never. I thought Spirit was gonna agree with me. Yeah, no, don't ever consider lessening your standards. Not just with men, but with anything. Standards are standards. Standards are important. Um, they correlate to our sense of value in every way. Um, so yeah, that is what I am seeing for you, sweet Harley. Thank you so very much for your donation, love. I appreciate you, and I hope I brought you clarity with that reading. Yeah, go get him, Tiger. Go get him. All right, Brian. Brian, thank you very much, Brian, for your donation. Yes, don't play small and embrace the queen you are. Absolutely. Thank you for clarifying everything for me. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't being impractical, you know. Yeah, absolutely not. Absolutely not. And you're very welcome. You are incredibly welcome. All right, Brian, you only have 10 minutes left of your break. All right, my friend, please go ahead and post your question if you haven't already here. You did. You posted it. I'm sorry. How's my buddy Paul currently feeling about me after we hung out earlier today? Okay. Do you know Paul's sign? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier today? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier today? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier today? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? Angels, Messengers, and Spirit Guides. How does Paul feel about Brian after hanging out with him earlier? He's a Libra and I'm a Leo. Okay. Early examinations. I hope you both settle for nothing less than top shelf yourselves. Thank you. You talked about Shiloh, so you feel emotional today. I'm sorry, Brian. Yeah, I was just thinking about Shiloh, Brian. I was just thinking, and how her family's doing. Um, Let's see, Brian. We have Knight of Cups reversed, Nine of Pentacles, the Hermit reversed, Six of Swords, and Queen of Cups reversed. Yeah, definitely Knight of Cups reversed, Queen of Cups reversed. These are very heavy emotional cards. I don't know how long you've been friends with Paul for. It feels like it's been a longer friendship. If it hasn't been that long of a friendship, you guys are definitely developing something close, something good. With this Nine of Pentacles here. And it was good. He hasn't. I feel like the two of you haven't really had time to kind of hang out in a while with the Hermit reverse, and it was Since 2009. Yeah. 2009, Nine of Pentacles. There you go. Yeah, I feel like the two of you, and correct me if I'm wrong, but with the Hermit reversed, it feels like the two of you don't really get to um, hang out with each other that often. Um, but it was good. Excuse me. It was good doing so today. Excuse me. It was good doing so today. It was good to catch up. It was good for both of you. But it is hard. I don't know how close he was to Shyla, but it is hard for him to. Of course, it's hard for him to move on. Just move on from something like that. With the Six of Swords, um, it is challenging. Um, but that was not the point for the two of you to hang out. I mean, yeah, that was part of it. I'm sure was to talk about Shyla, memories between the two of you and whatnot, and how her family's doing. Yeah, he's a little bummed out after the convo, after the hangout. Not because of you. It's nothing you did. It's nothing you did or said. It was just remembrance of her, of the past. Um, was rather was a little difficult there. Um, with his Queen of Cups reverse, Knight of Cups reverse, it's hard to just impossible to just move on. But seeing one another was really good. Seeing one another was really good for the two of you. He feels like it was very good for him to see you, um, and meet up. Um, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Brian. Yeah. Again, I don't know. I don't know how long it's been since you hung out together. But I do think this is a good thing. All right. So it looks like we are all through with donations. I'll probably be on. I'll stay on for like another 10 minutes or so, and then I'm meeting up with a friend. Um, and yeah, so I've got a hard stop. I was gonna stop at 6:30. Let's see what time it is. Yeah, I think 6:30 is when I'll stop. So you're very welcome, Brian. We haven't hung out like this since 2018. Okay. Yeah, so this is good. This was good for the two of you, something the two of you needed. Um, yeah, yeah. Good stuff. Always good to have long lasting friendships like that. Those Nine of Pentacles friendships, don't toss those away. They're precious. All right. So I don't know if I mentioned it earlier, but I am a psychic medium. I can communicate with those who have passed on. If that is something that you are interested in, please let me know. I also offer soulmate confirmation readings, and those can be done in a couple of different ways. Actually, I went on a walk in my neighborhood today, getting my nails done, and there's a spiritual store around here. I don't know how I feel about a lot of those stores. A lot of them are fronts. But who knows? Maybe there's some cool crystals or something in there. I didn't go inside, but they also had soulmate confirmation readings. I was like, I thought I invented that. I thought I came up with that, but no, they offer soulmate confirmation readings. I offer soulmate confirmation readings. I offer them in two different ways. Either we can ask your spirit guides directly if they give their blessing regarding someone in your life, or we can ask if somebody is indeed a soulmate in your life, um, what their purpose is, how long they're supposed to be in your life, if it's supposed to have longevity or not. Um, so yeah, we can do it in one of two ways. Either asking your spirit guide's opinion, or just asking in general, um, what the soulmate situation is like. I also offer past life regression readings. I have developed a method of past life regression utilizing tarot and my connection with spirit. I've been studying, reading about past life regression therapy since I was very, very young. Um, I have been, I have been regressed myself, um, using guided meditation and hypnosis, and I have regressed others, and that is part of what I do here, at Starry Tarot with my past life regression reading. So if that is something that you are interested in, please let me know. I can, as I mentioned at the very beginning of the live stream, I can answer any of your questions, with the exception of medical or legal questions. Um, I answer a lot of romance questions, I answer a lot of love questions, and there's a type of reading that I have been doing since the beginning of this channel. Some people call it my OG love spread. I refer to it as my TFI reading, thoughts, feelings, and intentions. And this doesn't have to be for somebody, for a romantic partner. I've had people get thoughts, feelings, and intentions readings for friends, coworkers, family members, pets. Speaking of which, I also do animal energy readings. I can read the energies of animals, both living and who have passed on. Um, that I need to add to my roster, that I need to add to my menu. But yeah, the OG love reading, is at no additional donation amount. It's a suggestion for a type of reading, and it answers essentially three questions in one: their thoughts, their feelings, and their intentions towards you, um, in addition to your general energies towards the person in question and their general energies towards you. I also offer private readings. I offer two different types. I offer them over Zoom by appointment only. It's just you and me and you, just back and forth. You can give me all of the context and backstory that you would like. Um, I can pull as many cards as you want within the allotted time that we have. And if you need to add additional time, that's fine as well, so long as schedule permits. Um, but that is something that I offer, and I really recommend for everyone, but especially if you're going through a particularly, I don't want to say tumultuous issue, but something that has a lot of context to it that would really help me. Um, Multiple questions attached to it. There is no no limit, no limit to to how many questions that I ask. So, and yeah, so with that, I'm gonna be on for about another 5 minutes. If you would like a reading, you will be next. So it is 6:30, and I told y'all I'd have to go at 6:30 tonight. So I'm calling it a night. Thank you all so much. It was the first night in the new place. I will not. I don't think I'll be on tomorrow. If I am, I'd be on really, really late. But I will be on Thursday. So that I can promise. Thank you all so much, and